live. Hello, it's just Roll With It, the show that you can see most of the episodes on YouTube. Not 2 and 3, but all the other ones. Here we are. We're rolling. We're good. Nate's muted. He's checking our sound before we go. How do we sound, Nate? I'll talk to Carrie while we figure it out. Carrie, how are you? Cashing on? Doing good? Great.
I'm good, yeah. Everyone's doing good. Carrie and Kashnan. Different levels of excitement. I'd say Kashnan is getting a better workout than I've gotten with all this sword work.
Yeah, definitely. I hope she's murdered more people than you have in this time.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. People, yes. If you count all the insects I've killed over the years, I probably am beating her.
Yeah.
But yeah, just people, or I guess goblins, people. Yeah, then she's got me beat. She's my hero.
Good. That's nice to know that a facet of yourself is your hero. Hey Tina, he's playing Valerian. How are you?
I'm well.
Great. Yeah, we don't have a lot to talk about. We live together. Scott and Julia, how are you?
Oh, doing okay, doing okay. I got a job offer.
Oh,
Yay!
congratulations.
Yeah. So that turned around really quickly.
That's,
Do you want to tell us? Do you want to tell us? You don't have
I haven't accepted it yet.
Okay.
So I feel like I shouldn't yet.
maybe we'll
Really
talk about it
chances.
not live on the internet.
Oh my god, what a fool I was.
That's fair. We'll talk about it after this. But that way there's no pressure on you. Queen Pando, why feeling the queen today? And you brought backup, as we said off stream.
It's Monday. Just trying to spice it up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nate, you said I'm a little hot on stream. The mic, is it too bad? Is it distracting?
I think it would be worth it to turn it slightly down,
Got it.
just so, because it is noticeably different for us than the audience.
Okay, I turned it slightly down. Nate, you're looking very stripy today.
Thank you,
Hallstire
thank
on this island. We're all good. Everybody good. We're ready to go. We're ready to get into it. Let's do it then. So where we left off, you had come to the end of this cave. You found a couple of goblins who were trying to get everything up and out of the cave, kind of in a hurry, but you came in and ruined that real good. I believe Carrie, as Kashanon killed the fat goblin. Were you the death blow on that? No, Hallstire, that's right. Got him right in the back.
Execution style on the back of the head.
Yeah, sure. Grib was taken down by a slice from Pando, the druid, wielding a melee weapon. Doesn't happen often, but it definitely did this time around. We got some licks in there. There was some vicious mockery that happened, but all in all, this cave is cleared. But a bunch of the puppets got away, and it's pretty clear that they were all trying to get to the exit of the cave, which you had decided at the end of last session to charge onward. For some background of what's going on here, a bunch of goblins were in a cave. They had resurrected someone who is a devotee of the Plunder King. You all had also met a goblin by the name of Whatbat, who you had talked to and traded with for quite some time. There's a wolf that we sometimes remember is with the party. And there was a leg you guys threw in a pond, a big metallic leg. And currently strapped to, I just remembered this, currently strapped to Vlaren's back is the semi-conscious Lunk, who at this point I believe you've knocked out and or tied up 3 different times.
Yes, I think he's still unconscious. I don't think he's semi-conscious yet, unless that happened during battle.
Who knows? So we'll find out as we go. All right, so I'm going to bring up the map for our viewers here, and you guys can see it as well in Roll20. For the sake of this, unless there's anything else that you want to do, like literally within 6 seconds in this chamber, I'm going to move us into the next map and then just have us resume battle in there. I can't see you, so if you're shaking your head, no.
Oh, all good.
Okay,
All
cool.
clear.
So we are then going to jump to the next map. Just give me a second to make that happen. Gotta remember how to do this. Oh, I just literally dragged that little banner. Okay, great. Your map should now be different, is it?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So I am going to go ahead and place, well, you don't have your tokens up, so I'll have to place you on the map. I suppose I should have done this.
That's a intimidating looking map.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, look at the coastline. It's pretty.
So this is the mouth of the cave here that you guys are coming out of right now. I'm going to put you into what I would imagine your marching order to be. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, can you guys move your people?
Oops.
I don't think you can.
No.
Cool, because we changed maps, you can't. This is great content.
People love how like the hot dog's made. They always say that. They want to know process of all this stuff.
They definitely, that's the saying. They want to know how the
Yeah,
hot
definitely
dog.
sausage factories are like #1 tourist attractions.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Danny, it is, I believe, how the sausage is made. I could not remember the word sausage.
In the room where it happens.
Okay, you guys can all control your
The room where it happens.
people at this
In
point.
the room where it happens. Who said that?
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
I would
that's
say
a
you
trick.
can stay, Valerian, I'm going to move you here. I would say that you guys can be anywhere from this square to this square to this square to this square, like in that box. And then Hallsteyer, you're technically like floating vertically right now, so we'll move you just one down here.
Oh,
Okay, can I have everyone roll initiative, please? And I'll wait to have you tell me in order. I was smart. I wasn't prepared with your tokens, my bad, but I did pre-roll initiative, so we can just jump right into it for the enemies. All my guys are already down. Okay, so did anyone roll anything 25 to 20?
well,
Pando, you seem upset.
I have 5 total.
Okay, got it. We'll get
I
to you.
also have 5 total.
Okay, great. So we'll get to what happens there in a second. Does anybody have 19 to 15?
I do.
Okay, great. That's it looks like Zep and Kashanon. So where are we?
Oh, what?
Number-
17.
You are. I'm sorry, Carrie.
I got 17.
17. Zep.
15.
So okay.
Just got in there.
You said something, Tina.
Never mind.
Okay.
6. I'm next.
Okay. So 14 to 10. 9 to 5.
6.
Got it. Okay. Which one of you of Pando and Hallsteyer? You guys can either decide which one goes first, or whoever has the higher dexterity score will go first.
What's your dex?
4. What's your dex?
3.
Ooh.
Okay, so Pando and then Hallsteyer. Okay. So as you emerge from the cave, you're hit with like blinding, like bright sunlight. So it takes a second for your eyes to adjust from the dim lighting of the cave. But there was a fair amount of sunlight peeking through as you came through. What you immediately see are the 2 puppets who have run off from the cave, who are carrying things, are right in front of you here.
Okay.
And then, give me a second. I just want to make sure. Yeah, are right there. And then you see these goblins preparing for an attack. What you would also see is more puppets all carrying boxes over to this large ship. That's all the way down there. You see what I'm looking at?
No. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
If you scroll all the way down, yeah. I'm moving the thing there. Okay, so Zep and Pando, you recognize this to be the ship, the long ship that you were sailing on that was taken over by goblins at some point. So that is the ship that you were taken from, and now you can clearly see it's still very securely in goblin hands. You see over to your left, and some of you would see coming over here as well, that there are goblins who are riding these giant, hunched, wolf-like creatures. They're almost like kind of hyena, wolf, small bear hybrids that these goblins are riding on. And then making his way and looking over his shoulder, dragging a makeshift peg leg, since apparently his metallic form is missing a leg that it was designed to have, is the reincarnated form of Vincent Lacklear. Cashinon, you recognize this immediately from seeing him. He looks over, and you now see he is in this hulking metallic automaton frame. His face on that is kind of glowing. As the head turns, it takes a second for his ghostly face to kind of like catch up with it. There's like this weird kind of ectoplasmic form around that. And just turning over, as he kind of turns there, you can see in his chest what appears to be like a cage, and there are just a bunch of bones and remains tucked in there. He's also sporting a pirate hat that seems very, very aged at this point. And a ghostly sneer goes across his face, but he doesn't say anything at the moment. So, with all of that in mind, the colors that you guys are seeing on each of these are just for my reference, so there's nothing that you need to worry about there. So, as soon as you come out here, it is actually an enemy's turn first on initiative. What you didn't see as you came around there was this group over here. And as they come around the rocks, you are surprised by them and their attack as they come up. And here, Zep, you would recognize these with your knowledge of goblin culture as being bugbears. They're kind of the step between the hobgoblin that you had met earlier, played by Justin Eifert, and goblins. They are your like big, meaty, brutish kind of types, and they're a little bit smarter than goblins, but mainly just pure, rippling, terrible smelling muscle is what they are. Yeah.
Danny, just as a reminder, I have whatever defense that I can't find in my thing now, so I can't be surprised in certain if I can.
Oh yeah, that's actually a very good thing for you to have, and thank you for letting me know that you have that.
Hold on, I can't find it on the. I'll be right back with the.
No, I know it's danger sense. I know exactly what it is, and you are
great.
correct. So that is good news for you, because this one over here is going to throw a javelin at Pando, but these two are going to throw a javelin at the Raging Barbarian that comes running out of...
Triton. Whoa.
I said Raging Barbarian.
Oh, you did. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm wrong.
Ooh.
So sorry.
Tritons are touchy here. That was... a racial generalization, if you were looking for one. Okay, so the first bugbear is going to throw the javelin at Pando, and that is going to be an 11 to hit, which I imagine does not hit your AC.
Armor class.
It should be the shield on your character sheet.
The
It can't. It does not hit.
Okay.
I'm almost positive of that. And then to you, natural 20 on you, Valerian, from 1. And then a 4 on the dice, which I can't imagine would hit you. So as this one comes running around the side here and jumping, you hear gasps from the other side of the party because you hear this like screaming, and these like loping forms come out and just heave in like a weirdly fluid motion, javelins all in this general direction. Pando, the one that comes at you, actually scrapes onto the rock in front of you and just falls harmlessly behind you. Okay. The one that throws this way just lands in the sand right in front of Zep, but you are struck directly with it, Valerian, for a critical hit that is going to do 7 points of piercing damage, which is reduced to 3. And so it would have been a critical hit. You are able to, with your danger sense, you see it coming. It is hurtling right for your chest. And just at the last second, you're able to get the shield up to kind of redirect it, and it hits you in the arm for 3 points of piercing damage. And then, Kashanan, you are up. There's an enemy after you, but then Zep, your action will be after that.
Gotcha. And what's bats cloak of protection doing for me?
You get +1 to AC, and you also your armor class, and you get +1 to all saving throws.
Okay.
So it's basically the passive thing that just makes you harder to hit, and D&D Beyond should factor all of that into your numbers already.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, there's a lot to choose from here. I don't even know where to start. So can I just attack this guy over to the right?
This goblin?
Yes.
Yeah, sure can. Do you want me to move you, or are you going to move you?
We'll go right there.
Yep, perfect. You can still attack him diagonally, so if you wanted to step forward one, you could. You do not have to.
Okay. I'll stay put. And then I will... I mean, I don't mean to be boring and keep using this sword, but...
Hey, that's...
I feel like it's working for me. So I'm going to use my sword and try to kill him in one strike.
Great, please do.
I bet you will.
Thanks for your support.
There's no fears.
Whatever you roll on the dice, +7.
Sorry, I can never remember what to. It's just freaking D20. Okay. 19 + 7, 26.
That hits. Roll a D6 and add 5.
D6, 4 + 5, 9.
Okay, so...
I'm so sorry. Was anybody still have the bless or whatever it is, D4?
Actually, yes. I believe Pando...
Kashtanan and Halsdyer.
Kashtanan and Halsdyer. Yeah, so not that you would need to use it on that, but you're right. They are still blessed because, Zep, you are maintaining concentration on that. Kashanan, you immediately run out. You see the javelins come up to your right. You hear like the sneer of goblin, technically to your character's left, and you run right up, and it is just like, again, another surgical, like you kind of just slice him up the front. He's dead. You can keep moving, and remember, you can use a key point to punch twice, or you can use you can just punch one more time as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm. He's done, right?
He is dead. Yeah.
Would a punch, like could I run up to that puppet and try to punch it? Would that do anything?
Yeah,
maybe?
you could hit either this goblin or this puppet.
Okay.
I will tell you, the puppet right now is just carrying boxes, so he's not actively engaged
How
to fight.
dare he?
Sure, you can punch a puppet. Like, by all means, for your edification, he is carrying stuff. He's not looking like he's ready to attack anyone yet.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I should, well, Here's my question. If I punch a goblin, is that like do I have a good chance of then punching him and then being there to be attacked? Like,
You have a decent chance, but you have killed people with punches before.
oof, it's a tough call.
But you really don't have any way of knowing that.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna say that like at some point you just have to accept that like you're gonna get hit, right? And that's okay,
Yeah.
right? Like
You're pretty strong.
Thanks, guys. I was fishing. Okay. I'll leave the box guy alone, and then I can move up and punch. Oh gosh, sorry. Punch this guy.
Yep, perfect.
Cool.
So you're gonna roll a d20 again and add 7.
Great. This time I got a 6, so 13.
Yeah, so that one you do move up and you do punch, but he is able to kind of like turn and it just hits his armor. And goblins, you have learned from killing many of them, are stinky. This goblin is still alive and still stinking. All right. Next up is going to be Lacklear. He is going to turn towards you. And you can see that he's fairly slow, but he seemingly is going to back up towards the ship. As he does, you hear in this booming voice. It's almost like you can hear it inside of your skull when he speaks as well. And it's terrifying. And he's going to shout out, something. He's going to shout out to all of his minions around him. Leave them! They are not our concern. We set sail for safer shores. And with that, he is then going to reach out his hand and fire 2 blasts of purplish, terrifying, disgusting energy at, we'll say, Kashanon and Zep. To Kashanon, he is going to hit with a 22. To Zep, he is going to miss. He rolled a 2 on the die. And Kashanon, you got lucky. He rolled poorly. You take 2 points of necrotic damage as this, hissing bolt fires towards you. And for you, Zep, it goes over your head, but you hear it kind of like as it goes by. It's like almost like a guttural, like dying sound. Kashanon, it hits you, and you feel like you should feel like a forceful impact when it hits you, but instead it kind of just enters into you, and you actually feel like a sense of malaise, almost like your soul is rotting a bit.
Cool.
Yeah, you're not into it. That is going to be his turn. Zep, you're up, and then you got I'll just tell you all the rest of the enemies get to go before the rest of you get to go. Vlarin, you're the top of that list, followed by Pando, then Hallsteyer.
Well, I like the hat that guy's wearing, mighty much, but he seems a little far away from me. How many feet are each one of these squares?
5 feet.
Oh, wait, let me count how many those are. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you can move 6 squares.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14, which is 70 feet, and I can move 30 feet.
Yeah, so you can move 6 squares.
So I'd be 40 feet away still. Man, I want that hat real bad. And if I shoot another guiding bolt, I can shoot that 120 feet. I could shoot him with it.
You could hit him with a guiding bolt. He just hit you with a spell that goes 120 feet from where he was.
Well, that's mighty rude of him. I don't think I want to do it, though. I want to hold on to my spells because I only got 1 spell slot left. I'm going to throw a javelin at this here goblin over here.
Okay. Great. You could also move up to him to be within melee range if you wanted to, Zap, and hit him with your mace.
I'm good.
Great.
I don't want to get close to him. He seems real frightening and real stinky.
Got it. No problem.
Fire away with the javelin.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for attack.
Yeah, I got a 3. I don't think no matter what plus I got, that's gonna make it. But
Nope.
I get
You throw. So you turn, and all of that internal dialogue that you had goes on in your head. You're like preparing the spell, and then you're like, no, I should just do this. You turn and throw it at the goblin, but you don't stop looking at the hat, and therefore the javelin just goes into the cliff and does not hit that goblin.
I'll be honest, yeah, you guys, my heart wasn't in it. I wanted that hat. I apologize.
I love that. Okay, this goblin... Oh, I have the wrong window open. Sorry. This goblin be dead, but it is now these goblins' turns. I would say that since you just threw a javelin at him, this goblin would be pretty upset by that. Yeah, so he's going to run up and around to you, avoiding Vlarin getting in and out of her attack of opportunity space. He's going to attack that. This goblin is going
to... get an attack of opportunity if he came and then left?
No, he was able to go up and around. I was saying poorly that he avoided doing that. This goblin is going to actually leap off of the cliff and attempt to tackle Halsdire. So we'll get to that in a second, which should be fun. This goblin is going to advance and turn. This goblin is going to listen to the order to bail. And so is this goblin. Okay. And this goblin's going to attack Kashanon. All right, so let's take this one at a time. The attack on Zep, he's going to attempt to hit you with a club. That's going to 19 on the die, so that is going to hit. And that is going to be a... that's going to be 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he strikes you with that. The goblin that is jumping down at Halsdire is going to get an 11 to hit Halsdire. Does that hit?
It does not.
Okay, so he falls and whiffs in front of you, taking 3 points on a fall damage. 3 points of fall damage there. Okay, and then this one's going to attack Kashanon. It's a 17 on the die, so that hits, I'm sure. And that is going to be 5 points of slashing damage as he takes a scimitar and hits you with that. This goblin will throw a javelin at you, Vlarin. It's a 19 on the die, so it will hit. And that will be 4 points of piercing damage reduced to 2.
For those of you who, I think for some of you this is the first time you're taking damage, as you are thinking about right in that round, it was like 4s and 5s are sort of what damage we're seeing, and we're not anywhere near boss man. So if you are getting down to 4 or 5 hit points left, that would be your time to maybe call out for healing, depending on who still has healing and what they can do. So just as something to think about, pay attention to your hit points so you can ask for healing, hopefully before you go unconscious.
Okay, those puppets are going to move. Good call out there, Tina. Thank you for that. These puppets are going to move. All of them are just moving away and carrying boxes. This one, technically, Valerian, is in your melee range as it leaves. Would you like an attack of opportunity as it walks away?
I would.
Great. Go ahead and roll.
Is it single, or can I call reckless here that last?
You can only do reckless on your turn.
On mine. That is a 15 to hit.
That will hit.
That is, I'm going to actually add my rage damage. Who's excited? I'm excited. So that's 8 points.
Okay, you stab down into the core of this puppet, so much so that it's such a swift action with the trident that its torso drives into the sand, and its arms are almost left up in the air for a second as the torso falls apart, and the box it was carrying falls down on top of it. And
What's in the box?
Dead. Totally toast. Great. Okay, the last group loved the what's in the box. Last group is going to be the Warg Riders. And these guys are going to come up and close the distance here. This one, yeah, he would be able to get there. They're going to move up. Okay. This one, and this one are going to throw a sling. This one will hold
when
his
you say
action.
This one, it's not showing.
I'm sorry, what?
When you say this one,
Yeah, sorry, you're right. This one, we'll go one by one. This one is going to attempt to bite Kashanon.
What the hell?
Did absolutely miss. The goblin riding it is going to try to hit you with a club and also misses. You're able to deftly dodge both. This one back here is going to attack you with a sling.
God damn.
That is going to be a 13 to hit, which I'm sure does not, so the rock just flies past you. This one is going to attack Zep with a sling. Misses. These guys are rolling terribly. This one here is going to attack Valerian with a sling. Misses. This one is also going to attack... he'll go Pando with a sling. Misses. I have rolled 4 2s. And this one is going to attack Valerian.
Blast.
Okay, this one actually hits Valerian. And that will be...
My AC is 18.
He rolled a 16 on the die and hit. Yeah. That will be 4 points of bludgeoning damage reduced to 2. 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Kashanon, what you saw there is that thing tried to bite you, and its like jaws opened like as probably like the size of your torso and like bit down at you, and you were able to kind of dodge out of the way. But you do not want to be bit by these things, is what you learned from that. Valerian, you're up. Pando, you're on deck. Halsdyer, you're after that.
Danny, just for my edification, everything that's dead you've like taken off the map.
I put a skull and crossbones next to the only thing that's died, but I will start deleting.
Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, sorry, I just didn't see it.
Yeah, it's confusing me too, so I'll delete it.
Okay. I would like to run up to the bugbear that javelined me, please.
This guy? Well, yeah.
I thought it was that guy.
This is the one that hit you, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm assuming I can make it there. I'm not sure how I'm counting diagonals.
Yeah, you can. Counting diagonals doesn't expend any more movement than that.
Okay. So I would like to pierce him with my trident, and in the process of running up in my 6 seconds, I would like to just yell in just a guttural, barbaric yell, and then say, "Are you a bug or a bear? I don't understand. Your name doesn't make sense." And I would like to stab him with my trident.
Great.
Or, math. 23 to hit.
Hits, yep.
Only 7 points of piercing.
Okay. So you go up there. As you are screaming in his face, you stab into his chest. He takes the damage and then screams right back in to your face. Just like a roar! And he also smells.
Bug or a bear?
He does not answer that poignant question. Was that a reckless attack?
Yes, it was.
Okay, great. Then we move on to Pando.
Okay. I'm interested in attacking this guy with the blue dot adjacent to where Valerian just was.
This one?
Lurking back here.
Or this one?
That one.
Yeah, he's the one that attacked you.
Beautiful. Okay. I would like to attack him back. Can I move over like 3 over and...
Oh, you know what? Actually, sorry, before you do that, Valerian, when you moved, that goblin would have gotten an attack of opportunity, which he would have taken.
Oh, I totally didn't even see that he was there.
Yeah, and he does hit with a 15 on the die for 2 points of piercing damage. I already reduced it.
So it is 2.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Pando.
Okay, so if I can move 3, or I guess 2 squares over, and then
To here?
yes, and then 2 more squares down, and then I want to use my scimitar.
So you have to be next to him to use your scimitar.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. How many spaces have I gone? Let's see.
you can get next to him if you wanted to. You
I'll
can
get next.
also use a spell that wouldn't cost anything, like Thorn Whip, if you wanted to like hit him with a vine, if you at a distance, or you can walk up to him and scimitar him. It's all up to you.
I want to walk up to him in scimitar.
Great, go for it.
Okay. Da-da-da. I rolled an 8, and then I add
If
a
you said
6 to it.
yeah, so that does not hit. You
Well,
walk up
okay.
to him. He kind of just jumps out of the way as the blade flies there.
Oh, it's who did I bless?
Oh, she gets a D4.
Oh, you are blessed. Yeah, so roll a d4 and add that to your roll.
Me. Okay. Da-da-da.
I was only thinking about it because I wanted to do another spell that required concentration. And I can't.
I got a 1.
1, you had rolled a 1. Actually, if you needed a 2, if you gotten a 2, you would have gotten
Damn.
it. Yeah.
I'm not
yeah.
blessed.
You miss. All right, that'll be your turn because that's your movement, and I don't, unless you have a bonus action you want to use. Okay, Halsdyer, you are up. There's a goblin next to you.
Is this guy, is he on the ground?
Yeah, he's actually prone, so you would get advantage on that because he jumps down at you and just face planted into a rock.
All right, I'm going to use my rapier, and I'm going to stab him.
You are attacking at advantage, so roll twice, take the best.
All right, I'll do it. I swear to God, I will. All right, so I got a 14, and I'm still blessed.
14 after you're adding?
No, I can add now.
Okay, got it. I will tell you that if you add anything to that, it hits, so you're good.
Okay, cool. Then I use my blessing to hit.
Okay, great. So go ahead and roll a d8 to see how much damage you do. And then remember you're adding 3 to that.
I did 1d8 plus 3, so 4.
That is exactly what you needed to after he fell on the rock. So he jumps down and like screams like ah at you. You step kind of just gently out of the way with flair, like the bard you are, of just like not gonna happen. He falls on the rock. You take with a flourish out your rapier and just kind of whip across he lifts up his head to kind of like go and just like whip across his throat and slit it, and he falls dead.
I'm good at people who are almost dead right in front of me.
Everybody's got to have a niche.
You have movement. Would you like to use it?
Actually, I'd like to do 2 things. I'd like to give bardic inspiration
To whom?
to I'm gonna say Kashanon.
Great. She's within range. You can do that.
I'm gonna give her bardic inspiration, and then I love where I am. I think it's just a real peachy keen place. Only one guy was near me, and he jumped down, and I stabbed him in the chest after he fell. So
There is a guy in front of Zep, in front of you, just to be clear. But yes, if you want to stay where you are, no problem.
Can I grab Zep and use him as a human? No. There is that guy. Yeah, I'm gonna keep where I am because Zep is between us.
Sounds good. Okay. Then it is going to be the bugbear's turn. This bugbear is going to swing at Pando. This one over here, the one that you're currently engaged with. And he is going to hit with an 18 to armor class, most likely.
I am 17.
Yeah, so he hits.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And then he is going to do 8 points of bludgeoning damage as he takes a mace down and just slams into you.
Wolf.
This one is going to move up, and both of these people are going to attack Valerian at advantage. The one is going to get a 14 to hit, which I'm sure does not hit. And the other is going to get a 11 to hit. No, wait. I'll roll that again because I'm not sure. No, I moved that. Neither of those hit. So they swing down, and Valerian, in like just pro move fashion, you like shield one and then move over and shield, and it's just bong bong as these two maces go across, and they're just screaming. You can see like their jaw kind of unhinge in this like rage and fury. Their blue fur, which you think is stylish with your blue fins, is just like furled and hackled as they're attacking you. Kashanon, you are up. It'll be Lacklear after you, and Zep, you're after that.
And what exactly does Bardic Inspiration? How do I use that?
If you miss with an attack, you can use you can roll a d6 and add it to that score, or you can add it to a saving throw if somebody makes you do a saving throw.
Okay. And then so where? Okay. Ugh. All right. So this red dot is Vincent. Yes, on
Yes,
the edge
ma'am.
of that
Yep.
plane.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to attack these two things in front of me, or can I like run past them?
You can actually use a key point to use the disengage action so that they can't attack you if you wanted to.
I wanted to move closer and try to boomerang at Vincent. Is that a
you can do that, but you would probably, like, if you did that without using a key point, these two people next to you, actually 3 people next to you, would all get attacks of opportunity on you.
Okay, I hear you. And a key point, how would that play out?
You would disengage, so they wouldn't get that attack. You could probably run 7 squares. So you would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could get to this square if you wanted to. Around this square.
All right, I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
All right.
Just keep track of your key points. I think you've used 2 at this point.
Okay.
And you want to get to around here?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just double check that. It's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, you can get there. Because you can run by anybody once you've taken disengage and they can't get that attack.
Right there?
Yeah, that'll work. You can do that too.
Okay.
And you're going to throw a boomerang at Vincent?
I am.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for attack.
Seems artsy as an attack. Boomerang. Oh dear. 10. You see it.
Oh, do I?
Good or bad?
You rolled a 10.
Not good.
I can't tell if it already adds. No, okay, you rolled a 3 plus 7. Okay. You can, if you would like to, use your Bardic Inspiration because that does not hit.
Yes, please.
Okay. You are also blessed, so you can roll a d4 and a d6 to add to that.
Great. Okay, D6, 5. And D4, 3. So
Okay. With that, you were able to hit. You go to throw the boomerang, and just at the last minute, there's this moment of like, you know what? The sun is shining. I feel like the god of creation is here. And not only that, but I feel like the god of song, Halsdire, is also here. And you throw it, and the boomerang does ring true. Go ahead and roll your damage. I believe that's 1d6 plus 5.
3 plus 5, 8.
It's
Okay.
already done. She rolled a 9 in the original. Her thing rolls it up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, got it. Great. So 9 damage to him. The boomerang strikes him, and you hear this kung on the thing, and it just falls directly next to him into the sand. You get the sense that that didn't do all of the 9 damage that you wanted it to do.
Bummer.
All right, Kashanon, that'll be your turn. Lacklear will go now. He will stare at you, the boomerang having just struck his head and fallen. His form does not move at all. And he fixes his ghastly face on yours. And you hear that part of your soul that kind of hurt there, and what you've also learned from this in deep speech in your head, not audible to anyone else in there. You hear, "I see that you have also encountered my patron. Interesting. Too bad you will never be alive to see him." And with that, erupting around Kashanan in this square all the way around here, I'm going to draw that. You all see a giant, huge sphere of blackness and bitter cold appear. The sand kind of erupts around it and flies in the distance, and just sits and swirls and screams. You can hear like these horrible sounds coming from that. And Kashanan, you are fully blinded at the moment. And nothing else happens now, but from your perspective, you are just in pitch black darkness, except for strange glowing tentacles that you feel around you, and it is freezing cold. You have nowhere, you don't even know if you're on this same plane of existence right now. You are just absorbed in this.
Would any of the rest of us, have seen anything like this before? Like, would any of us immediately be like, I know what to do?
No, I would say anyone who's skilled in Arcana can make a check when it comes back to their turn. Zep, it is your turn. And just let me check on how this thing works, because I want to see if you can see through it. I don't know that you can.
I got I'm okay at Arcana. I got a +2, and I got a little filled-in dot next to it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can roll an Arcana check.
Wouldn't that be his turn then, though?
Nope. I'm gonna add it's a passive skill. I'll let that happen.
Oh, it's passive. It's real passive. Oh, I only got... I rolled a 6. I probably got an 8.
You don't know what this is, but you are now having a hard time seeing Vincent. Oh, he would have moved back a couple squares too, as well.
Oh, man. I'm missing that sweet hat.
Actually, from that angle, you can probably see him just a little bit, but it would be hard to hit him from there. You also have a goblin in your face.
Yeah, I'm going to take a whack at this goblin with my mace.
Great. Go for it.
All right. Batter up.
Real quick, what would batter up be a reference to in this case?
Baking? Are you just doing a little baking with your goblin friend?
And what are these bats made of? They're not made of trees, are they?
Why would you jump to bats being wood at all?
My mind went there.
The goo before you make delicious treats.
Or the animal.
You know, everybody got to say their things, and nobody jumped off. As soon as I say something, as soon as Seth says his thing, everyone's got to have a comment.
I felt like we hadn't interacted enough in this because we're all in battle.
Okay.
You want to know, it was a game we played in the monastery. We like to hit things with tree branches.
So, Scott, it looks like you rolled a 6, which I don't think hits.
No, I didn't.
That was your Arcana check. I'm sorry.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, plus
14.
Okay, gotcha. Are you blessed yourself right now?
I didn't bless myself.
Got it. A 14 does not hit. The goblin is able to dodge out of the way there.
And still, I was trying to get a look at that hat.
Yeah, that's true. You were just so ensconced in that hat at the moment. Okay, seeing that, the goblin is going to attack you.
What? Oh, that's unfair.
He gets a natural 20, so you are still looking at this hat. And this goblin dodges and then notices you're not looking and stabs up into your chest for a total of 8 points of piercing damage.
I'm almost dead.
This goblin, seeing this... Well, no, he wouldn't see that thing around him.
Okay.
He sees that Hallsdire killed this other goblin. He's going to move down. This goblin also sees that because, yeah, he actually turns to run towards Cashinon and then sees that crazy void open up. He pieces out there. And these two are going to throw javelins at Hallsdire.
Real quick, what's our friend who just encased Cashinon's name?
Lacklear. Vincent Lacklear.
Was he moving in a crazy way on the map just now, or was it? Did anybody else see that?
He unintentionally was, if that happens.
Okay. So it's like, what is happening with the map right now?
Gotcha. Sorry.
No worries. I'm getting hit with javelins?
Yep, these two are throwing a javelin at you. One of them gets a 17 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay, and the other one gets an 18, so that both hit. The one does 7 points of piercing damage to you.
Okay.
And the other does 5.
Oh boy. All right.
And I need for Zep to make a concentration check. So roll a d20, and if you get below a 10, your bless ends.
It's hard to focus when there's a dagger in your chest.
Anybody got a comment on that saying?
I get it. I get it.
I was trying to add some flavor, okay?
Yeah, so I lost it.
Okay, you did? Yes, yeah, you did. Okay, this puppet is going to move on his turn and stupidly move into this. Who knows what happens to him? This one is going to move up here. They're all basically just going to move onto the boat if they can. That's their turn, excuse me. Okay. Oh, I forgot to have these guys go last time. These pink goblins are going to come up here, and a couple of them are going to start manning these cannons.
Can't catch a break.
That's their turn. That's all they're going to do.
Well said, Pando.
You can't catch a break.
Cannot catch a break in this fight.
If they ever write a book about their experiences, I hope it's called Man in the Cannon.
And I want it to be called I'm Okay at Arcana. The Wild Chaser story. I want that on my tombstone.
I thought the Zep Wild Chaser could be everybody got to say their thing.
Those both sound like my autobiography. I'll have to think about those.
Okay, the Warg Riders, hearing that the ship is going to go, are piecing out over there. Valerian.
What's that, Scott?
I got 2 health. I know I'm kind of the healer of the group, but I'm not doing mighty good.
Okay, the Warg bites at you, Valerian. That's in front of you. He does not hit. The other one, the goblin on top, is going to get a 14 to hit. Does not hit. This one back here is also going to try to hit you with a sling. Oh, wait, those got advantage. So that was just the one. That was the Warg missing you twice, but the goblin does hit. And does, 8 points of bludgeoning damage with his club, which is going to be reduced to 4.
Well, it was a fun campaign, everyone.
And the other guy with the sling is going to get a 17. Does that hit you? Okay. No, I get advantage on that. It's a 19. It does hit you. That's going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage as a stone hits you, reduced to 2.
Oh.
What's that?
I was going to say I'm unconscious. I'm not unconscious. I still have 1 hit point.
Okay, got it. Okay, that is the Warg Rider's turn. Valerian, it is your turn.
So I'm going to just talk some things out as a player for a second.
I'm going to let you guys do that while I pee. So if you guys want to have a
Sure.
meta moment, that's fine.
So
Yeah.
Blaren, skilled at battle, decently wise, would probably say, hey, I'm about to be unconscious. Barbarian Rage, totally chaotic, just nuts and driven by the lust for justice, probably would just keep fighting. I don't know what wins in this situation.
I mean, nobody's in great shape right now. Pando, what's your HP situation?
What do you mean by HP?
Have you been hit yet?
Oh, I missed my hip. I don't know that I actually have been hit. I'm just.
You did. You had 8 points of damage.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I did get hit.
Okay, so do you see what your hit points are on your sheet?
Da-da-da.
The upper right?
Yes. It says current 17, max 17. Okay.
So you
So you-
subtract 8, so you have 9.
Okay.
Kashanon, what's your hit point situation?
I don't think we worry about Kashanon because she, like,
Oh, is in a void, right?
yeah, like we need to get her out.
Yeah, I'm not even sure Kashanon can have a meta conversation right now.
Yeah, like Blaren is raging and not paying attention. But we have to get her out.
Yeah, we have to get Kashanon out.
And who has spells left? I know we spent a lot of spell slots.
I have spells left. I have a healing spell, but I frankly might need to spend it on me first.
How many spell slots do you have left, Talstar?
I have.
I don't know if any of this is allowed.
Remember, you all have potions, too.
I was
Right,
gonna say-
What? We have potions?
everybody has a common healing potion.
What? Oh, that's coming real handy right now.
But it's a turn to drink it.
It takes an entire turn. It's not a bonus action.
No, it is your action to drink it.
All right, so it sounds to me like, given this sitch, I'm going to say Blaren's wisdom wins out over her rage. And I would like to, as intimidatingly as possible, roll back my common healing potion.
Got it. No problem. So you're there, and you see this warg biting at you, this goblin swinging at you at the top, the two bugbears screaming. You take your potion and actually bring the bottle up and just break it into your hand. And just, yeah, exactly that. So I believe that is, I always forget what a common healing potion is. I think it's
I don't even
2d4
know
plus
where
2.
it is in my thing.
2d4 plus 2, I believe. Let me look it up.
3 plus 4.
2d4
7
plus 2.
plus 2 is 9.
So you heal 9 points, which is a pretty dang good roll on that.
And I, would like also because the bugbear's hackles went up a little. I would like to, as rejuvenated by my healing potion, I would like my hair hackles to rise just a little bit more risen than the bugbears because my blue-green hair is way better than their blue-green fur.
Sure. Absolutely. Love it. Vlarin.
Like Marge Simpson, who's gonna have straight up blue hair.
Yes.
Yeah, but more like a lion's mane and maybe a little Mariah Carey.
Ooh.
Love it.
Make that
The
hair
Lion Mariah Carey. Lion Carey. Pando, you are up and followed by Hallstire.
Okay. So I've been hit, and this guy's still next to me.
Mm-hmm. You have, I believe, Pando, I believe you have healing spells.
I do. I don't. Do I use them on me
You can use them on you, yeah.
or on others?
You can use them on you, or you can use your potion, which doesn't use a spell.
So some things to consider
Yeah.
as you're thinking about these is you only have so many spell slots, and spell slots count for healing as well. You can heal yourself or you can heal anyone else. Remember, if you go down, you then can't heal anyone either. It's very much like the flight where you
Belt.
put on yourself first before the child, right?
Right.
Okay.
So as you're thinking about that, for the potions are super expensive. Your spell slot does regenerate after a long rest. whereas a potion we might not see again for ages. But you have to wait till a long rest, and your spell slot could be used for an attack.
So, Pando, I looked at your thing. You actually have a spell prepared that's a bonus action that's Healing Word, that you could heal someone within 60 feet of you, 1d6 plus your Wisdom modifier, which I believe, if I look at your character sheet, you would heal them. I'm sorry, 1d4 plus 2.
Okay.
So if you took the healing potion yourself, you could heal yourself this turn, and then you could also heal. I think Zepp is hurting and
Right.
Hallsteyer is hurting. So you could also heal one of them a maximum of 6 points.
Okay, can I do me and Zep? No offense, All-Star.
No, I was gonna say you should do Zep.
Okay.
You absolutely can, yeah.
Okay, so I roll a
1d4 plus 2 for Zepp.
1d4. Okay, so it's 4 total for Zep.
Great. That's a median roll. That's good. And then
Okay.
for you, it'll be 2d4 plus 2.
6.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So I believe, Pando, if we're looking at your spells, you have used 2 spell slots because you used Entangle last time. So you
Mhm.
can use 1 more spell today.
Okay, right now? Or next
No.
Okay.
Rest of your turn.
Gotcha.
And I assume you don't want to move because if you move, the bugbear gets to attack you.
I do not want to move.
Okay, great. So that is a fantastic turn. Good job.
And everybody knows where to adjust their hit points in their counter.
Thank you for the reminder. Let's see.
Okay, Hallsdyer, you are up.
If you double click on the number, a little arrows go up and down.
Okay, I'm gonna cure wounds my own self.
Okay.
So that's 1d8 plus 4. Ooh,
Heck
got a
yeah.
max. So
good roll.
12.
Yeah.
Give myself 12.
Awesome. Good work. Do you want to move or do anything else? You could use a bonus action for inspiration.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I am going to give inspiration to my buddy Zep.
Great.
Such a bromance.
It truly is a bromance.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I was gonna heal you.
It's like the gift of the Magi.
Okay, these bugbears are going to attack now because it's their turn. One is going to attack Pando that's there. That is going to be 14 to hit, which I don't believe hits. Valerian, one gets a natural 20 on you. And the other does not. The one that you have already hit and has hit you screams. He sees you take this potion, takes a moment, and you take that moment. And in that moment that you're like, my hair is better than yours, you can kind of tell in his like guttural thing of like, no, it's not. And he doesn't say it, but you hear it. And that's gonna be
I get it.
11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Halved or
Halved would be 5. Dang barbarians.
dang nothing.
You have soaked up so much damage, Tina. It makes me sad. I want to kill you.
You're doing a
Kashanan.
pretty good job.
Kashanan, you are up. You don't really have a sense of where you are, and since you start your turn in the Hunger of Hadar, which you don't know what it's called, you take 9 points of cold damage.
Ouch. Burr. So that's it? I just take 9 points of damage?
Yep, that's the start of your turn. That's what happens. This puppet walks up next to you, and you notice that he is swirled and ripped apart. Everything he was carried is absolutely incinerated and frozen to pieces there. He is dead.
What are my options in a void?
First of all, what's your HP at?
So I think I'm close to accurate, although I don't know if I got the first one right. I have like 2 points.
That I was going to say, it sounds about right where you would be if you're not
Yeah.
dead. So you are blinded right now. You know that you haven't moved in the last few seconds. So go ahead and just roll a perception check for me.
Sure. 1 second. 23.
Yep, you would know that you are still on this plane. You can feel the sand beneath your feet. You take a minute to, like, your monk mind, you're like, okay, this is crazy. This is insane. But you're able to kind of, like, eat, pray, love, process it. You know, this is, reality is just perception. And you figure it out. You know that if you retrace your steps back or if you move in a few directions, maybe you'll get out of this, but you are in... You're like a puppet just moved in here, so I must be able to get out of this if I need to.
Okay. Can I then back up the way the puppet came?
You can.
Okay, great.
You take 10 feet of your movement, and you leave there, and you're out.
Whew.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
You took 20 movement. It is hard to move through this.
Gotcha. And then I imagine I kind of collapse on the sand.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Just to give you an idea, you took 2d6 of cold damage, and any creature that would end its turn in there takes 2d6 of acid damage as milky, otherworldly tentacles rub against it. So that's actually what you saw happen to the puppet. So you're out, and you see all of this stuff happening. There's a warg rider next to you. There's this happening like that. That's what you're seeing.
Okay.
And you see behind you a swirling black orb of and sometimes milky tentacles flip out of it.
And I have 2. So my turn. So I can attack someone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm imagining I'm half dead. So.
Also have so the way that hit points work is that you sort of can kind of still do everything until you're unconscious.
Okay.
Just for ease of mechanics. You still have 15 feet of movement and you're not engaged with anything. So if you did want to move away from everything or try and take cover, I don't know that anything's within 15 feet of that, and then do something like throwing something, you could do that, or you could heal yourself in some way.
Okay, so friends, can I talk to my friends? Friends, if you have 2 hit points, would you attack or do you try to heal yourself in some way?
If you have a potion, you could take the potion.
Okay.
The risky move obviously would be not healing yourself with this option, right? You're gambling that something will happen to you that will heal you.
It seems so dangerous. Okay, I assume we all have potions. I'd like to heal myself.
Great. So roll 2d4 plus 2.
Gotcha.
And keep track if you've used your potion that you've used your potion, please. It should be in your...
I don't know where it is in D&D Beyond.
I don't think I ever put yours in, Tina, so just keep in mind you don't have one anymore. And then it's the others of you, I think I put it in there. It's in your equipment. Just to remove it.
Just make sure that you don't change anything and accidentally put a potion in.
Okay.
I got 6.
Great. So you are now up to 8 hit points. That'll be your turn. Because you didn't attack, you can't punch as a bonus action. That only happens when you attack. So you can move more, or you can stay where you are.
I'm going to chill. You guys have been through some stuff.
Great. Okay. Lacklear's turn is going to be up next. And anybody 30 feet away from that can hear soft whispers, a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises. So enjoy that if you're 30 feet away from it. Vincent is going to move himself up another 10 feet up the plank. This guy would have moved back after this. Sorry, just moving him there. They would have moved there. And from that vantage point, he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you're still in range and he could see you. Zep, he's going to fire at you another of those bolts he had earlier. That's a 19 on the die. That's going to do 7 points of necrotic damage as it hits you. Similarly, it's this ghostly, like, wailing bolt that comes down, and then it washes over you, and you just feel dread.
So that brings me to -1.
So you are unconscious, and you can feel just, like, the will and life force of you just seep, and your eyes roll back, and you fall prone and unconscious on the ground.
This isn't the first time this has happened to me, right?
Yeah. So that's gonna be that turn. Zep, it is your turn. I need you to roll a d20, and if you get if you fail 3 death saving throws, you are dead.
Oh, 20.
Then you actually get 2 successes, which means that if you get 1 more success, you don't need to roll anymore, and you've stabilized. You will not die unless somebody decides to kill you purposefully.
Lowered the bar on what I wanted to achieve in this mission.
It is worth noting specifically for Hallsteyer, though, that everything gets an attack of, like, gets advantage. There are rules if you are unconscious about things attacking.
Yes, but these goblins are going to go next now.
Wait, once that. Didn't I have that inspiration thingy?
Yeah, but you can't use that against something that hits you, unfortunately. Yeah. You still have inspiration. That doesn't go away.
Wow. Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's totally fine. These goblins are going to move up to Zep, and together are going to start carrying him towards the ship.
Back to the place he knows.
This goblin is going to move up to intercept while they do that, and he's going to take a swing at Hallsteyer for a natural 1. So he's going to come up and just drop his spear in front of you. He does not hit. These goblins are going to get on the ship. Purple goblins are essentially done up there. They are done and ready to go. Puppets are all going to move onto the ship. And you can kind of see, some of you that can see the ship pretty well, that they're starting to take the anchor off, and that some of these goblins are moving over to here to get ready to take this plank and bring it up. The pink goblins are going to... Actually, this one with the Hunger for Darkness, they don't have an angle on you because of this big thing in there, so they're not going to fire those at you. These Warg Riders are going to run up the plank and escape. This one is going to keep attacking Valerian.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So Lunk is still on my back.
Yep.
Can he take some of this damage?
Nope.
No.
Plus to my AC because he's like a shield on the back?
No. Actually, sure. Why not? Because this guy just rolled a 1 on his damage. He hits you. The goblin on top of the war hits you. So it's 1 point of damage to you because he actually hits a good portion of Lunk.
So I take 1.
You take 1 point of damage. This warg is going to move over to you, Kashanon, since you just came out of that, and get a bite at you. Misses with the bite. I never got to bite anybody with a warg.
You scared us, though.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, you might still be able to.
Valerian, Pando, Hallsteyer, in that order, you guys are up. Valerian, you first.
Valerian first. I'm sorry, I have fun. Okay. Let's be honest.
Okay.
Nuts with the hackles and the keeps hitting me is the one that I would like to stab with my trident.
Great, go for it.
And against all logic, I will be reckless. It is 14. Under, I think.
14 total?
Yeah.
Does not hit.
Yeah.
So it got to you. His hair might be better than yours, and you poke him with the trident. He kind of grabs it with his fist and pushes it off to the side there. You do not strike true. Pando, you are up.
Okay. I just want to kill this guy next to me.
Okay, you can attack and use your bonus action like you did last time to do Healing Word. If you used Healing Word on Zep, he would not be unconscious anymore. So that is just something that you can do if you want to do.
Okay.
Remember, you can also turn into an animal at any point if you want to.
I know, that intimidates me.
It
I
will
know I have to do
intimidate
it
them
eventually.
too. What was-
Pando, don't be afraid of your animal form. It's part of you.
I know, man. No, I'm not afraid of who I am. I'm actually just intimidated by the list, and I need to study it more.
Pando, you've got to not be paralyzed by choice.
So, sorry, if I use Healing Word right now, how will that...
It'll bring anybody who's unconscious is at 0 hit points. If you heal them, they're back to hit points, so they're no longer unconscious. They can move again. They can do everything.
Okay. Is everyone good right now, or who else needs...
Scott is being carried away unconscious by 2 goblins. So he
Okay.
needs-
That needs.
But so I can heal him from afar even though he's
Yep.
being escorted?
Yeah, because
Okay.
Healing Word you can do from 60 feet away. Yep.
All right, let me send Scott my word. Sorry, I thought Scott was like gone for good.
No, that's fine.
you had written Scott off.
His final episode. Okay, let me
You're
heal
like,
Scott.
eyes up.
I had a good run.
Have fun back on the ship.
Have fun on whatever journey it's being taken on.
Maybe I'll turn into a cyborg like this other guy.
I hope your puppet self has a great hat.
So you're rolling 1d4 and adding 2.
All right, 1d4, adding 2.
Yep.
6 total.
That's great. That's the best
All
you can get.
right.
So you are now back up to 6 hit points, Zep. And then if you want to use your action, Pando, to attack or turn into an animal, you can do that.
Okay, I want to attack the guy next to me.
Great.
Sheila, that was literally the best you could have rolled. Like, you did the best possible.
Yes, okay, thank you. I feel like I'm rolling low today. Okay, so let me attack the
Yep.
guy next to me now.
Go ahead and roll a
You roll
d20
low. That's kind of the fun of it.
and add 6.
Sorry, roll a what?
A d20 and add 6 to see if you hit.
Da-da-da-da. All right,
That
18
hits.
total.
Yep, and now you're going to go ahead and roll a d6 and add 4.
8.
8. Great. So you actually do cut into the bugbear. So good work there. You slice into his chest. He seems to growl and accept that, and just keep rolling with it, like we are. Just
Roll with it. Hey.
Hey-o, hello. Haltire, you're up. You're muted.
Oh god, am I frozen again?
No, I think you're good. You might be frozen again.
He's frozen again.
He's frozen.
You're frozen.
No.
You're back.
Fuck. All right, I'm leaving. Hold
No,
on a
you're
second.
back. We can hear you. Oh.
Haltire dies.
Rode him off. We rode off Zep.
Yep.
Okay, he's coming back in. Hopefully this works.
Time will tell.
It was the void. The void.
Oh, hey, Nate.
Hey, okay. There's a good chance that I'm just gonna have to bomb out, unfortunately, for the last half hour because that's the worst delay I've ever had.
Okay, well, what would you like to do with your turn that you have now?
So, what happened with Pando just now?
Pando hit and healed Zep. So Zep
Pando
is back
killed-
alive.
Okay, and did you kill the thing next to you?
No, she just attacked it and did a good amount of damage to it.
Okay, and there's a guy in front of me.
Yep,
There's a guy in front of me, and then there's the guys carrying Zep.
yep.
There are also 3 plus a thingy on me. I'm just throwing that out there. I am facing down 4, and it's not going well.
And you haven't died yet, so that's good.
True. I think I have done
Perspective.
1 thing of damage.
Okay. I am going to hit.
The guy in front of you with a rapier, I assume?
No.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna let him hit me because I've seen that there's worse things that could happen with the results for this group. So I'm going to hit the guy carrying Scott. I don't necessarily know that Scott has been fully healed and everything with Tasha's hideous laughter.
Great. Which one? The one closer to you, or
The one closer to me.
Okay, great.
So he needs to make, I believe, a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
And he must beat 14.
Does not.
Okay.
So he falls to the ground. Do you want to tell a joke or something to make him laugh?
Oh
my God, that was priceless.
that'd be.
You froze.
Did I freeze again? God damn it.
That was funny.
So Hallsteyer goes to act and then just does like a brilliant routine where it looks like he's coming in and out of communication. And the goblin loves it. Just can't stand it. He drops Zep. Zep, your legs drop to the ground. You are conscious again, and there's a goblin just just laughing and rolling in the sand next to you.
Fantastic. I have to go. This isn't going to work for me for the next half hour, so...
It's back!
Yeah, but
Okay.
This is impossible for me.
I'll play you, Nate, and I'll make sure you don't die.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bugbears are going to be up next.
I'll see you all next week.
Yeah, sorry, Nate. Bugbears are up next. The one misses. I keep rolling sixes. I hate this die. The one misses Pando. The other one misses Flaren. They all miss. They all just miss. I've rolled below 10s for literally 2/3 of my rolls tonight.
Amazing.
I feel great about that.
You are the
That's
luckiest people. Cashinon, you are up.
Yeah, let me sword this guy in front of me.
Okay, do you want to sword the creature he's riding or the one riding him?
I think the creature.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Da-da-da.
Short sword. Nope, didn't take. Hold on. There. I rolled 19.
Great. Totally hits.
Great.
For 11 damage. Awesome.
Yeah.
You stab into the back and it like roars. It's so mad. He hates it. He's very upset. You can punch him again for a free action if you want. Or for a bonus action.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Punch. Sorry, what's the punch again?
It's going to be the same thing. D20 plus 7.
12.
2 hit?
Yeah.
That does not hit. You rolled a 5 on the die?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that does not hit him. Just barely does not hit him. He is
Is
able
she
to...
still blessed?
No, because Zep lost his concentration.
Sorry.
Okay, Lacklear is going to go. Instead of taking an action this turn, he is going to dash to get onto the ship. Zep, you are up. You are currently being held... Well, I would say that actually the goblin that was holding you dropped you and the other one dropped you. So you are good to go. This goblin next to you is laughing, so if you attack him, you get advantage on the attack against him. And then this one was just trying to carry you off to the ship that you have seemingly been carried off of by goblins before. This is a strange turn of events.
Yeah, unpleasant memory. I just want to get out of here. So can I just run away?
You can take the disengage action to get away from them, yes, if you want to.
That's what I'm gonna do. Disengaged.
Okay, where do you intend to go?
Well, I want some friends to hide with, so I'm gonna run over here. Can I go much farther than that?
You can go one more square.
All right, then we'll go over there.
Great.
Hello.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna scream while I do it. It's gonna be Wah!
Perfect.
For
Love it.
6 seconds. How long is the turn?
Yep, that's about right.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Seeing that happened, this goblin is now seeing that Lacklear is up there. He is going to start piecing out. He's going to use a bonus action or an action to dash that way. This one is going to laugh, right? He is still laughing. He's going to see if he makes a saving throw. He does not. He continues to laugh. This goblin is going to disengage with Hallsteyer and back off. The puppets are all on the ship now, except for the ones that you've killed. These wargs are all going to get onto the ship. And that will be everybody's turn in between there. These guys are going to start removing the plank as soon as he gets on. That'll be that. Valerian, you're up.
I want to hit him with my trident.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Actually, the wargs would have disengaged. Yeah, this guy... No. Yeah, this guy's going to disengage. He would have, and he'd move there. This guy is going to disengage with you, Kashanon, especially after getting stabbed, and move there. And okay, yeah, go ahead and attack with your trident.
24 to hit.
Yep, totally hits.
10 damage.
Ooh, okay. He is looking real rough. You feel like if you get another one of those, he gone. Good stuff. Did you do that recklessly?
You bet.
Okay, great. Pando is up.
Okay. I just want to kill the guy next to me.
Sure.
Let's do it again. Maybe I'll try the old-fashioned scimitar.
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. Da-da-da-da-da. So I just roll a regular d20, right?
Yep. And then you're going to add 6.
7.
Okay, so you roll a natural 1. You see Zep screaming behind you, and it distracts you enough that you do not hit.
Good God.
I'm going to say that Hallsteyer is going to walk up to the creature that he is having laughing on his turn. He is going to attack at advantage as it is dead, and even with advantage, he rolls a 4 and a 1. Of course he does, because I'm rolling. It's just too funny. He can't do it, and the guy continues laughing. He does not strike true. Bugbears are going to now attack to Pando. Hits. 5 points of bludgeoning damage with his mace. To Valerian, the one that you are mad at, hits. 9 points of bludgeoning damage reduced to 4.
I am unconscious.
Okay. The one next to you is going to still attack your unconscious body. And is going to hit... yeah, that would still be an advantage. It's a critical hit. You take 2 death saving throws. Yes, that is going to be their turn, because he would have still hit in that circumstance in his rage. Kashanon, you are up. You have just seen from your where you witnessed the guy you had stabbed is starting to run away, but as he ran away, you would see Valerian get struck twice by these 2 hulking bugbears.
Can I do anything to help her unconsciousness? Or no?
You can't heal her, but you could probably get the people off of her. Like, that would be the best thing to do. This one is the one closest into the rocks, is bleeding heavily. This one looks pretty healthy and pretty mad.
Pretty mad?
Yep.
Okay, well, you're gonna get madder. Okay, so can I go close, there?
Yep, totally can.
Okay, great. And then I'll attack that close one.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Here it goes.
Okay, that is going to hit, and you do 8 points of damage to that guy. You walk up and stab him in the back, and he screams just as he's slamming into Valeran's unconscious body.
And then I can follow up with a punch, yes?
You sure can, yeah.
Your move.
Bonus action. Is it the unarmed strike?
Yep.
Okay, 24.
Yep,
Nice.
and 7 points of damage. Okay, he is now almost as bloody as the one next to him. He is doing pretty poorly. Okay, that is Kashanon's turn. Lacklear is going to go now. He is going to get on the ship. The plank is going to be removed, and the whole ship is going to start moving. I can't move it because it's part of the thing, but this plank is dropped into the ocean, which again is part of the map, so I can't move it, but that happens there. So this goblin is stranded. These two wargs are stranded as Lacklear goes there. He's not going to attack. He's going to dash to get onto that. That's his whole action. Zep, you are up.
Well, I think my screaming kind of knocked me back to reality. And I think I'm going to turn back around and run over to Vlaren. And I'm going to do my Cure Wounds.
Great.
I don't know. I did that.
Awesome. What did you roll? It's a D8 plus your
3.
wisdom.
+3.
What did you roll on the dice?
Wait. Oh, okay. Now I'm in the right one. 1d8. Oh, a 6. So 9.
9. Great. Vlaren, you are conscious again. I'm sorry. I've been drinking water all day. It's one of my goals. I need to pee again. So just take a minute.
I love it.
Pretty good.
Inspiration for us all.
Oh, thank the Lord we can chat now,
I'm
Vlaren.
drinking coffee all day. All right, so things are looking less bleak, right?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Doing pretty good.
How do I tell it I'm alive again?
Uh,
I think if you click on, I did this just now and I found it confusing. There should be, like, if you click on the thing,
The
like,
modifier at the bottom?
there's like a heal.
No. Oh, no.
There's like a heal button. If you click on, I don't know why I keep trying to do my you probably can't tell. I'm trying to do my accent.
heal.
Hail.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I did it and it just didn't process though. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm no longer angry. It's all gone.
You lost your rage.
I lost my rage.
Whoops.
Bugbear can do his thing. I don't care.
I feel mixed about that, to be honest.
Then.
Thank God none of us are dead.
Right?
Yeah, we're not done. They're still all there.
None of us got captured by goblins.
Yeah.
Close
Things
call.
were looking good for you on that plank.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you. Zep, you just went. This goblin is going to use his dash action to kind of run into the surf. This one is going to jump onto the plank and actually 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to have him roll an acrobatics check to see if he can jump onto the ship. He gets a 19. This guy, good on him. He gets to get on before it runs away. Puppets are all up there. This warg rider, I will also allow for him to have a dex stave, and he is able to leap on the falling plank and get on there. This one just gets to it just as it falls and is not able to get onto there. Vlaren, it is your turn. You have to spend half of your movement to get up, but I believe going unconscious does not end your rage. Is that true?
Oh, I thought it did end my rage.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Hold, please. I can actually look at that.
You might be right. I couldn't remember.
Rage ends if you are knocked unconscious.
Okay, yeah. So you are no longer raging.
I am no longer raging. That said, I'm still going to hit him with my trident.
Did you add your +2 to the last time you did damage to him?
I did. I finally figured out.
Got it. Great. Okay, so you're going to hit the same one you've been hitting?
Yes.
Remember, you can do additional damage if you want to, if you do a two-handed trident. Just a heads up. Oh, I'm going to roll the... Laughing Goblin does not make his saving throw. He's still laughing.
Okay, so 20, not natural.
Okay, totally hits. Yep.
I did not roll at advantage. And then I don't add my +2, so it's 6 damage.
Okay, he's not dead, but he's very close. Okay.
Throw lunk at him?
Ooh.
What's that?
Just want to hurt, like... I haven't killed anything!
Pando, you are up.
God, maybe I'm just getting distracted by this creature next to me. But I guess I'll try again. For lack of better, okay. All right, we're gonna do the scimitar again, and I rolled a 20.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're going to roll 2d6.
Okay.
And then add 4. So whatever you have on the die, and +4.
Okay, 10.
That's total with math. Okay, great. Again, he's not dead, but he is hurting. That was very nice. Good work. Yep, cool. Next up is going to be Halsdire. Halsdire is about to stab down into this creature when, running from the cave, comes a wolf. And I don't have a token for him, but he comes in and he is going to attack the Laughing Goblin at advantage. He is totally going to hit that Laughing Goblin at advantage and just absolutely bite in and shred his laughing throat. He is dead, and we remembered that a wolf exists. Halsdire is going to fire his crossbow at this one for a 6, which is conservatively the 9th 6 that I rolled this night, so does not hit. If somebody else wants to roll for Halsdire, I think it could only benefit you guys at this point. The bugbears are going to be up here. They don't stop. The one that just got punched and stabbed by Kashanon is going to attack you. Kashanon, he gets a 19 to hit. And that
what happened to 6s?
Yeah, there you go. That's going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Oh.
And to you, Valerian, the one that you have been squaring down with, he thought you were dead. You got back up. You were healed. Part of him wants to attack Zep for that. But he's still going to go for you. He looks over. He thinks he's going to attack. That look over is enough that you can dodge the attack, and you are fine there. Kashanon, you are up. Zep, you're on deck.
Okay. Is this guy still next to me?
Yep.
This one? All right.
He just attacked you, too. That's the one who just did 8 points of damage to you.
Yeah, like a hell of a bunch of damage. Okay. I'm going to try again with my trusty sword.
Yep.
Boop, boop. 13.
13 does not hit, but you can still punch him.
Yes, and then a punch. Hold on. Nine.
Does not hit.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yep. Okay, good news, everyone. Next up is, because Blacklear is gone, his spell still exists. There's still that swirling thing. Zep, you are up.
I think what I'd like to do, not in much of a fighting mood right now, I think I'm going to use my channel divinity and invoke my duplicity.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just make this like duplicity guy and have him like run away in the direct. Oh, sweet!
Yep.
In the direction. Can I move that? Oh, sweet! I'm gonna move him in the direction of these guys over here, and I'm just gonna like taunt them. I'm gonna have him like taunt them and there's probably like a hand gesture in Goblin that's very offensive. And
Yeah.
you bet I'm gonna do it.
It's actually the hashtag symbol is very offensive to goblins.
My Simplicity's doing that like crazy.
So he's just like, and we'll see how the bugbear reacts to that. Great, that's an excellent turn. Do you want to move?
Do I want to move? I didn't like what you said about maybe them wanting to hit me. So I'm going to move a little bit away, too.
Sure. Sounds good. I'm going to put a symbol on your duplicity boy just to make sure that we know who that is.
We can tell the difference. It's very valuable.
Yeah. So we're going to... What symbol do you like? How's a little ninja sound?
Oh, I love it.
Great. I love that turn. Purple gobs. This guy is just going to start swimming to try to get onto the ship. This guy is just going to pace back and forth, trying to get figure. Actually, the warg is going to start swimming onto that to try to get onto the ship. Vlarin, you're up.
Just want to stick him with my trident.
Please, by all means, give it a shot.
It was cocked. I'm gonna roll again. 22.
Hits.
Oh, sorry, I should have done it at the same time. No extra rage damage. 6.
You needed 4. Please describe how you would like to stick this particular bugbear with your trident.
So I'm not raging. So you just have this gorgeous hair, just flowing, luscious, soft, silky. Just, the gently, beautifully mended, neckerchief, just tied so nicely. A little tired under the eyes because I was just unconscious. Glowing skin, and just the hint of rage in like the crow's feet because I'm not actually raging, but there's a little of me that still is. And then I would just like to take my trident. I would like to shove it into his neck area. Put up his chin, him, I don't know what gendering, them, their chin, look at his face and say very nicely, I still don't understand if you are a bug or a bear. And I would like to shove his head into the rock behind him.
Great. All of that happens exactly like that. As you do that, he just it's like a slow thing up there. It's like, and you see the rage like slowly just kind of drain down from him as he accepts his death. But
then when I take it back out, I would just in his very last moment to say, your hackles were the most beautiful I've ever seen.
You don't know if he's at peace with that, but you get a sense that he appreciated that. He's toast. Good work. Loved that. Loved all of that. Pando, you are up.
How's this guy looking next to me? Pretty bad, right?
Pretty bad.
Okay. I'll try one #Hamilton, #1 last time. With my scimitar. I rolled a 17.
Totally hits.
Right. Do I need to do anything else?
Yes, you roll a d6 and add 4.
I knew I might. I didn't want to be presumptuous. All right, that's a 9 total.
Hey, guess what you needed?
10.
Nope, you needed 9. You exactly got it. Pando, how would you like to kill this bugbear in front of you?
I sing a little forest medley. I sing a song that reminiscent of the redwoods.
That's it.
And it makes me feel...
Go on.
Actually, no, I lied. You have to involve your scimitar because you smacked him with your scimitar.
Yes, I'm just singing a little medley, and I have a tiny smirk on my face, and I think to myself, 4th time's a charm.
Got it. Okay, so you get the sense that he actually the song resonates with him. There's a moment of just genuine, like, understanding, and he kind of lets his guard down for a second, and then, like, you're kind of singing it, and just, like, in a flick of a wrist, you swish him with your scimitar, and his neck slices open, and he falls dead peacefully. Peacefully, he falls down in a sing-songy way.
Beautiful.
I still think about the fact that you killed someone reverently and with gusto. That's how you killed Grib last week. I did John Windmuller and I did a discussion on comedy and like different parts of comedy for my students, and I referenced that in that because I loved it so much because the specifics are so good.
I'm blessed.
Halsdyer is going to be up as well as his wolf. The wolf is just going to keep eating this goblin. Halsdyer is going to say, I think Vlaren's got something going on with that. I'm not gonna deal with that. So for me, I'm just gonna go over here and I'm just gonna start playing on my lyre, on my flute. That was my bad Nate impression. The bugbear that just attacked Carrie is about to attack Cashinon again until he sees the most vile, horrible symbol being perpetrated next to him by someone who would dare to heal someone that they attacked. And he gets a natural 20 as he and swipes just entirely through. And he's just like frantically digging at the sand, trying to attack it. Super mad. He's like, you don't know what that means! And he is very upset. Cashinon, you're up.
All right, I'm going to try again with this guy.
Great,
This
go for it.
bugbear. All right. 19!
Hits. And you do 9 points of damage. He's not quite dead.
Ugh.
But you can punch.
But I punched you and I got a 22!
Great. So that, you needed 3 damage. You would get that no matter what you rolled. You punch him, you stab and punch him, and you kind of stab up into him, and he's as he's like still kind of trying to dig towards that with one hand, and you just kind of punch him in the side of the neck, and it falls limp into the sand.
And I say, #dead.
There you have it, folks. #dead. Love it. So, seeing as the other goblins are trying to move, and seeing as Nate is not here, that is the end of combat. Well done.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. To give you an idea there, that as you probably figured out their goal was to escape. And as you probably figured out, there was probably no way that you were going to stop that from happening. You're dealing with someone who might have to be quelled at a later date. You may have made an enemy here.
I don't think so.
So that was great, guys. Good work. Good job healing each other. Good job admitting decision anxiety. We'll get to animals at some point. It's totally fine. You are all level 3, so that'll happen next time when we go there. And we'll do treasure and everything that you get from this after that. Just because Nate's not here, we'll do that at the very start of the thing next time. But there is stuff that you get from this. We're going to go ahead and hop off stream, but then we can just talk for a little bit after that. Thanks to our 2 concurrent viewers out there. Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, I was gonna say our mom supporter.
Hey, moms.
We love you. Hey, wash those hands down, baby. Bye.
Bye bye.
All right, we're